So here's an example of a value stream map for an orange juice production company. So at first glance, it looks like it could be pretty complicated. You've got objects, you've got icons, trucks, you've got text, numbers, wavy lines going all over the place. But let me break it down for you to simplify this a bit. So first of all, in pink is where you're going to identify anything related to the supplier. So in this case, it's the orange company supplying the oranges, their shipment inventory of 1,500 oranges that come through. The second thing you want to identify is what was in green. And this is customer base. So this is after your product has been completed, this is going shipping outbound towards your retailer or your client. The process steps. This outlines all of the steps to basically produce the orange juice from supply and material to end or finished product. Here's the process. CT stands for cycle time, so this particular step takes 85 seconds. This is the scrap time, the waste, which is 5% that gets thrown out. This is one shift. This arrow simply means it's pushing the end result of this into the next process, and any triangles basically indicate inventory. So as a result of this prepare orange step, you get 600 items of inventory pushed over to the make orange juice process step, which again contains similar level information. So the fourth component is the flow of information. That's what these yellow squiggly lines are. If they're squiggly, they simply indicate that it's information being transmitted in electronic form. If they're straight lines, it generally indicates that the flow of information is physical. So it might be a sheet of paper that's being handed off. And then the last part is the purple, which is the timeline. Each of the steps has a specific timeline. And out of that, you get lead time and you get cycle time. So cycle time is what is considered value add time. So these are the steps of the process that actually contribute value towards the end product. Lead time, so that the ones on top, are really more of a summary of stuff that's happening that may not necessarily be contributing direct value to the process or to the end product, but it is what occurs. So if I show you the overall diagram, you'll see the shipping part takes 5 days, the prepare an orange part takes 85 seconds, moving the inventory from prepare orange to make orange juice takes 2 days, making the orange juice takes 74 seconds, pushing the end result of that product over to bottling takes 1 day, bottling and distributing drinks takes 50 seconds. So you can see what it suggests here is that your actual value add time, the time that you're spending in your process to actually have impact on the quality or the output, is 209 seconds. Now there's a total of 8 days in which stuff is being moved around. You're waiting for shipments, you're receiving shipments, you're moving inventory from one process step to another step. That's how this process timeline works. It basically summarizes the time spent within each of these activities and process steps. So what are you trying to get out of the value stream map? Essentially, this can be as detailed or non-detailed as you like. It's intended to have a lot of detail and still be a visual representation of what's going on within an end-to-end process. I would suggest that identifying the supplier, the customer, the timeline, and the details of the process step are very important. If you're looking to identify efficiencies and you want to identify areas within your process that are maybe taking more time than they should, they're wasting more time than they should, they can speed things up or be removed altogether. That's kind of what you're looking for out of the value stream map. I would follow this format. I would always begin with a template, make it easy on yourself. But then, of course, you can adjust this information as you see fit to ensure it creates the value that you're looking for in terms of identifying ways to create more efficiencies within your process. I hope this was helpful. There are a ton of value stream maps and templates available online. If you need a hand with that, if you need some templates, feel free to leave a comment within one of our blog articles. Feel free to reach out, of course, at processprimary.com/contact, and we're happy to lend a hand where we can.